and today we are in Toronto, Canada. We're hanging around with Darius, the fire starter from, and we'll ask him a little bit about that, from FreshBooks. FreshBooks is one of our sponsors, but they have a really interesting way of dealing with customers and ideas of marketing. So we're going to talk to Darius a little bit about all that type of stuff. Hey, what's up, Darius?
How you doing?
Thanks for hanging with us for a little bit, man. Quick question, and I'll start out with this. And one thing that FreshBooks does, you generate a level of brand fanaticism around invoicing. I mean, online invoicing it's not sexy, but you've made that sexy by creating this level of brand fanaticism. I'll give you an example of something you guys have done recently at South by Southwest. I told you the story of the bacon stand. Everyone's sponsoring events and parties, and I walked down the street, and you guys had set up a table where you were cooking bacon with a line that says, FreshBooks helps us bring home the bacon. How does a company go around generating a level of brand fanaticism with ideas like that? How do you make online invoicing sexy, basically?
How do you make online invoicing sexy? It's a great question. We know that your customers, the entrepreneurs, they love their businesses. They're passionate about their businesses. We know that they love getting paid. Yeah. It's that middle point, that invoicing point part, that lots of people don't really enjoy or appreciate. Yeah. So we do everything we can to make it as painless as possible. So our customer support, hands down the best in the industry. Yeah. So we're there for our customers when they have any questions, any problems. They give us a call, first ring, we pick up and help them get whatever it is they need solved. Our emails, Twitter, wherever our customers are having conversations about us, we're there. We realize that invoicing can be difficult, but when you have a support team behind you, all the way, doing whatever it takes to get your questions solved, it makes things simple.
Now, do you feel like, obviously, I've been the recipient of your customer service, which is unbelievable, because it comes through Twitter, phone, email, any way you guys can be contacted. Now, in terms of things outside of the customer support is great, but how do you connect with customers in like a conference setting, or doing interesting things like setting up a bacon stand as opposed to just how does that mind frame come to place?
So
why not do the normal thing and just sponsor a blogger's lounge?
It's not our style. Everything we do at FreshBooks has that playfulness, and it's really non-traditional stuff. Yeah. So we try to leave an impression. We try to engage more than anything, right? So it's not about spending money and getting your banner somewhere, but it's about creating those relationships, and that's, I think, the key word, relationships. So everybody loves bacon, so go back to your example. Yeah. So we did something fun. We gave them bacon. It's on point because it's all about bringing home the bacon. So our brand is really, it's got this tension between the playfulness, so having fun and not taking ourselves too seriously, but also the seriousness of invoices and getting our customers paid. So we play in that space and that tension, and we just want people to have fun with it. So whatever it is, no matter if it's like, so as an example, 2 days ago, one of our customers tweeted that they had their 6-year anniversary, and our motto at FreshBooks is kind of treat customers like they're good friends. Right. So what would you do if someone had a birthday? You get them a birthday cake. So our support team went out and they bought a birthday cake and they delivered it.
You drove it?
Yeah, we drove down there and we delivered it, and these guys were just ecstatic. They were elated.
Did they have any idea that you were doing this? Is just a complete surprise?
We just came by with a birthday cake and said, happy anniversary. So it's things like that where, like I said, treat them like good friends. Yeah. And go above and beyond, and don't live in a box. Do things that other people wouldn't do.
So, you brought it up in terms of relationships. There's a term floating around there, and I hate like monikers or whatever, but relationship marketing. That story that you told is a great example. Another story was somebody, I think it was a couple years ago, a woman had been, you can tell the story better than me.
So again, going back to treating customers like good friends. We saw one of our customers on Twitter had mentioned that she got stood up on a date. She didn't tweet that to us. It was just up there. And
that wasn't an ad reply. No. You guys were listening to your customer. You were following your followers.
Yeah, of course. They're good friends, right? You follow your friends on Facebook, on Twitter, at events, wherever they are, you're there. So she mentioned that, and we said, that sucks. We've all been there. It doesn't feel good. So we decided to send her flowers with a note that said, we would never stand you up. Right? It's just something.
Yeah.
It's just something nice to do for someone in that situation.
Sure.
And she loved it, right? And I think to go back to that relationship marketing, for us, it's relationships.
Yeah.
It's John Coates, one of the guys here that runs a blog, put out a blog post that was awesome about what's your social media strategy. No, it's not about your social media strategy. It's what's your relationship strategy. Right?
And that drives everything.
Yeah, and that's a really integrated approach because relationships are all over the place. They're online, they're offline, right? They're through the phone lines.
Yeah.
So we're just about social media is great, and I know it's a hot topic right now.
Sure.
This is where it's at.
Right.
One-on-one connection where we can meet